Welcome to my channel Class Winner by Shri Shyam Books, All India #1 skill books publisher. Alright, welcome back. In this part of our series, we are going to crack open the Investor's Toolkit. We are looking at 3 absolutely essential tools every investor should get to know: ETFs, debt funds, and liquid funds. Let's dive right in. So you want to grow your money, right? But the whole idea of trying to pick the one winning stock, it just feels like a shot in the dark, maybe a little too much like gambling. Yeah, that's a really common feeling. And it's exactly why understanding these different investment tools is so important. I want you to think of yourself as a kind of financial builder. I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer for every single job on a construction site, would you? Of course not. It's the same thing with investing. Today, we are adding 3 key tools to your kit: exchange-traded funds, debt funds, and liquid funds. And trust me, each one is designed for a very different job. Okay, first up, let's grab the first tool. This is the one you use when you want to track the market, but with the simplicity of trading a single stock. We are talking about the exchange-traded fund, or as you'll always hear it, the ETF. So what in the world is an ETF? Well, you can think of it like a mutual fund that got a serious upgrade. The key difference, the real game changer, is how you trade it. You can buy or sell an ETF anytime the market is open on a stock exchange, just as easily as you trade a share of any big company. The idea behind it is actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Instead of trying to pick out individual stocks one by one, an ETF lets you buy a whole prepackaged basket of them all at once. So with just one click, you can own a tiny piece of all the top companies in an index. It's diversification made easy. So how does one of these things even get made? Well, it's a pretty clear 4-step process. First, a big company, an asset management company, or AMC, launches what's called a new fund offer to raise money. Then they use that money to buy all the underlying stuff, the stocks, the gold, whatever it is. They bundle all that into little units and list them on the stock exchange. And here's the part that matters most to you as an investor. Step 4. To buy and sell these, you need a Demat account, which is just your digital wallet for holding all your shares and securities. A gold ETF is a perfect real-world example. It lets you invest in the price of gold without any of the hassle of actually owning physical gold. No worrying about storage, no security concerns, none of that. You just buy units on the stock exchange and their value goes up and down with the real-time market price of gold all day long. Okay, tool number 2 in our toolkit, we are going to switch gears a little bit. We are moving from being an owner of assets to becoming a lender. And this is exactly where debt funds come into the picture. So a debt fund is basically a big pool of money from investors like you and me. The fund manager takes all that cash and uses it to buy what are called fixed income instruments. Just think of these as official IOUs from governments and really big corporations. The fund's goal is to collect the interest from all these loans to generate a steady income. And this really is the key thing to wrap your head around. When you put money into a debt fund, you're not buying this makes you a lender, not an owner. And that is a huge difference in the role you play in the market. But then the central bank raises rates, and brand new bonds are being sold that pay 6%. Suddenly your 5% bond doesn't look so hot anymore, does it? So for anyone to want to buy it, its price has to drop. It's like a seesaw, plain and simple. And now for our third and final tool. So what if you've got some cash that you don't need right now, but you might need in a few weeks or a few months. You don't want it just sitting in a savings account earning next to nothing. Well, say hello to the liquid fund. It is the perfect spot for some smart cash parking. So what makes a liquid fund so special? It's a very specific type of debt fund that's obsessed with two things, safety and liquidity. And how does it achieve this? It only invests in super safe, short-term debt that has to be paid back in 91 days or less. That extremely short time frame is its secret weapon for stability. Let's just run through its main features. Its number one job, its main goal, is to protect your original investment. It also offers incredibly high liquidity, which means you can get your money out fast, usually in about a day. Because of those super short-term investments, the risk is very, very low. And the payoff for you? The whole point is to try and earn a little bit better returns than you'd get from a typical bank savings account. You might be thinking, okay, but how is this different from a regular bank fixed deposit, an FD? Well, think about it. An FD locks your money away for a set amount of time and gives you a fixed interest rate. Liquid funds are the opposite. There's no lock-in period, your returns are linked to the market, and they give you way more flexibility. They're built for different short-term jobs. Phew. Okay, we've looked at our three tools, the ETF, the debt fund, and the liquid fund. Now for the most important part, laying them all out side by side so we can figure out how to match the right tool to the right financial job. This is where it all comes together. This table just lays it all out so clearly. Look at that direct link between your goal and the level of risk you're taking on. If you're shooting for long-term growth, you're going to be looking at ETFs. And yep, that comes with moderate to high risk. If you need more stable income, debt funds are your middle ground, low to moderate risk option. And for parking that emergency cash, liquid funds, with their very low risk, are the clear choice. See? The right tool always depends on the job at hand. And this risk pyramid is such a great way to visualize how this all fits into a broader strategy. You see how liquid funds are right there at the bottom? That's your stable base, your foundation. From there, you can start to layer on assets with a bit more risk, like debt funds, and then the equity ETFs on the higher, riskier tiers. Each layer supports the next, and it helps you build a really balanced, strong financial structure. So there you have it. We've laid out the tools. You've got the ETF for growth, the debt fund for stability, and the liquid fund for keeping your cash safe but still working for you. The tools are now in your hands. The only question left is, what kind of financial future are you going to build?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.